Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about Canadian beauty, and as a Canadian YouTuber and beauty YouTuber, I feel it is my duty to tell you about what is up in the world of Canadian makeup. Tons of great brands, a lot of it underrated. If you plan on coming to Canada for Gin Beauty in May, hopefully you'll be here in Toronto, let me know if you are. I'm at Toronto, I'm going to be there too, so let me know down below. Just on a vacation, and they actually had Joe Fresh on Haute Look the other day, which I thought was super cool. And if you're in Canada, it is definitely something you needed to check out. I've talked about Joe Fresh a good bit on my channel. Their brow powder was my holy grail for a while there, but let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is their foundation stick. I am wearing this today. I'm wearing the shades Almond and Sand. Unfortunately, there are only 4 shades in this line. I think that every foundation range should have a minimum of 10 shades. I had to mix 2 shades together, but it is really high coverage. It is a really creamy feeling foundation, but not in a greasy way. This is my first time wearing it, so I can't really talk about wear time, but if you'd like to see an Oily Skin Diaries video, let me know down below. Up next is their Long Wear Spot Concealer. I'm actually wearing this under my eyes. Because it is not supposed to be really an under eye concealer, you do need to go on a little bit lighter with it because it can tend to crease a bit, but it is super high coverage, like crazy coverage, really creamy. I'm wearing it in the shade Medium. It comes in 3 different shades, and this is like one of my favorite products from their new spring line. They also came out with some powder highlighters. I have their cream highlight, I think in the shade Luster, and that is one of my favorite cream highlights. I don't use many cream products, but that one is absolutely amazing. They've got 2 out in the shade Luster and Champagne. Champagne is like a little bit more pink, and then Luster is a little bit more gold. They're great highlights. They're a little bit more, I'm not going to say natural, they're somewhere in between a natural and like a Ba-Bam highlight, but they are really great, super creamy texture. Up next is their Creme Stick Highlight. This one is not as good of a shade for me. It's kind of a more white gold, and I try to go for like a more yellowy golden gold shade, but it is a great formula, super creamy. You can use this down the bridge of your nose, top of your cheekbones, and if you do have oilier skin, I suggest setting it with like an illuminating powder, like your typical powder highlight. It's going to give you that much more punch, and it's going to help it kind of stay on your face a little bit longer. But I really like the idea of a cream highlight because it is so easy to keep in your purse, throw on a little bit. You can put a little bit of cream over powder. Just don't go crazy with it because it is going to look really cakey on your skin. But if you just wanted to add a little bit more glow, make yourself look a little bit more fresh, this is a nice purse item. It seems to me with the liquid lipstick craze that people are starting to get into liquid lipsticks that don't necessarily dry matte. So that is what they have come out with. They've got their lip creams, and then they also have the lip veil. I'm wearing the lip cream right now in the shade Fuchsia. These are like a pretty high shine, full pigment, somewhere between a lipstick and a lip gloss, I believe they describe it as, between a lipstick and a lip gloss with like a kind of like a hybrid finish, I guess you would say. And then the lip veil, they say that these have sheer coverage. I would say that these have about a medium, but these are really nice, super long wearing. This one is in the shade Sweet Nectar, and they both come in like I think about 10 different shades, and these are really good, comfortable lip products. So if you love a full coverage lip product, but you don't like the way that really matte liquid lipsticks feel on your lips, these are nice. They're not sticky, they're pretty full coverage, and they're going to last a nice while on your lips as well. They've also come out with an illuminating primer. This is not something that I plan on wearing on my face. This is something that I'm actually going to mix in with moisturizer to put on my chest, on my arms if I'm going out. Because I have such oily skin, an illuminating primer, not for me. But this is something nice to do with a primer if you end up with one that's illuminating. If you see one that's a really pretty shade and you're not sure exactly what to do with it, it's a great idea to either just put it directly on your skin if you want tons of glow, or to mix a little bit in with a moisturizer just to make yourself look that much more like dewy and fresh. Joe has also come out with a whole bunch of eye products. So I've got their Hydra Lash. This is a nourishing mascara with argan oil. Their Lash Focus is an extending mascara. Then they also have a matte liquid eyeliner and a precision eyeliner. I haven't actually opened any of these yet because I have so many eyeliners and mascaras on the go right now that I just don't want to open them up and have them dry out. So I will report back on these probably in a favorites video next month. Then from the brand Quo, this is available exclusively at Shoppers. They came out with the most adorably packaged items. These are kind of like watercolor. They look kind of like 90s to me for some reason. But the first thing I have here is the Quo Prismatic Brow Kit. I use this in the Get Ready With Me. I really, really like the brow powders. I'm not totally sure how I feel about the wax yet. It is like a much softer wax than I was expecting. It seems like it's really going to keep your brows into place, but because it is so soft, you need to be really careful so that you don't over wax your brows, and it is going to take a little bit longer to set, but I feel like once it sets, like your brows are going to be on forever. Then they also released 3 eyeshadow palettes. They are in the shades Infinity, Color of Life, and Intergalactic. I found with these, oddly enough, the mattes were like a little bit better than the shimmers, and in drugstore makeup it's generally the other way around. Especially 2 of the palettes have light blue, kind of sky blue shades in there, and those are normally a nightmare from like any brand, but they were both extremely pigmented. So if you'd like to see like a really spring pastel-y look, I think I'm going to do something with the light blues because I've never really done anything like that. So I'm going to play around with these palettes a little bit more, but let me know if you'd like to see a look with something like light blue or like purple, light yellow, something kind of like really Eastery and pastel-y, because I've been feeling it. I'm wearing like some really warm shades lately, and I'm like, I gotta get in spring mode because I'm not doing it now. Then they also released a face palette. This is their Stardust palette, and Stardust sounds about right because all the shades in here are super shimmery. I'm wearing the highlight right now, and it is a really, really gorgeous highlight. It kind of reminds me of MAC's Vanilla. It has like a little bit of shimmer running through it, but nothing that is too aggressive. Again, the bronzer is definitely a bronzer, something you could probably use as a blush because there's so much shimmer in there you cannot contour with it, and same deal with the blush as well. Lots of shimmer in there, but 3 really gorgeous shades, and I find with these kind of trios a lot of the time they aren't really suitable for my skin tone. The bronzer is like the same color as my skin, but this one is nice. It seems like it would fit a wide range of people. If you have much lighter skin, you just need to be a little bit more light-handed, and then someone of my color can totally use this palette as well. The last item I want to talk about are some nail polishes. I absolutely love the brush on these, and the formula is amazing. These are the Quo by Orly Color Amped Polishes, and they come in like some gorgeous spring shades as well. If you'd like to see a spring nail polish video, let me know down below because I've been thinking about doing that. But I am really messy at painting my nails. Like, I'll paint them in the nighttime and there'll be like nail polish all over my cuticles, and then I'll just be like, okay, I'll just pick it off in the shower tomorrow. Like, that is literally how I paint my nails. I am so messy. But when I use these polishes, I think it says that they have like 600 bristles put into the brush of this, and I don't know if that has something to do with it, but it is the best shaped brush I have ever used and may ever use. Like, I am not exaggerating. I could not believe when I painted my nails with this how easy it was to paint my nails and make them look like the best they've ever looked and not super messy, and I could actually like run out the door and not feel like people are staring at my like horribly messy nails. So you use this one as like your bottom coat, and then it also comes with a flexible seal coat that you use to put on top. Great nail polish. I find most nail polishes chip on me after a couple days. I switch out my nail polish like every 3 or 4 days anyways. Yes, Rue, what can I help you with? You're being ignored. Anyways, I switch up my nail polish every few days, so I don't mind that at all. It is a great polish. I definitely recommend this shade here. It is in the shade Supergirl. If you are looking for like a super neon pink, this is it. It doesn't look as neon pink as it actually is, but it is gorgeous, super, super bright, great pigmentation, and the brush, amazing. So there you have it. That is what's new in Canadian beauty. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. I definitely want to do some videos featuring more Joe and Quo, Marcel, Annabelle. There's tons of great Canadian brands. Let me know what your favorites are down below, because I definitely need to start trying more. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Bye! Why are you so mad? I'm done filming now. We can hang out.